Well, I've been a member of BAMSL for many, many years. I've never served on a committee up until getting involved with Lawyers for City Neighborhoods. It's a position I kind of fell into. The story actually starts almost 7 years ago when my wife and I decided to move downtown. We had lived out in the suburbs since I'd gotten out of law school. I had been raised in the suburbs. We raised our family in the suburbs, and then they closed Highway 40 for 2 years. And I just did not see how I was going to manage that additional commute and headache and stress. We were recent empty nesters and decided to move downtown just for 2 years while the highway was closed. But got downtown and found that I loved walking the 2.5 blocks to work and walking the 4.5 blocks to the grocery store, walking to the restaurants. And we decided after 2 years when they reopened Highway 40 to stay downtown and got quite involved in the community downtown. I got a call from a fellow that was involved with a group of residents who were battling a rogue nightclub on Washington Avenue. There's an ordinance in the city ordinance that allows neighbors of a nightclub or any kind of liquor establishment to petition the excise commissioner for revocation of the license, the liquor license, and that's what the neighbors did. The nightclub hired an attorney, got a stay of the order, and at that point the neighbors just did not have the money to continue litigating the matter. And I was asked if I would step in on a pro bono basis, which I did. In the course of that litigation, I ran into Amos Harris, and he asked about the litigation and then raised the question, you know, there's some other things going on that has to do with the sustainability of urban neighborhoods, and do you think you could get a group of lawyers together that might be willing to spend some time looking at ordinances, looking at solutions?
In terms of how Lawyers for City Neighborhoods came up, a lot of it was really a matter of timing. The staff in the mayor's office and the city's law department had been talking for some time about wanting to get private attorneys more involved in the city's problem properties initiative. And we had a particular alderman and a particular attorney in the city express some interest with getting involved.
The next thing I know, I get a call from City Councilor Patty Hageman, and she had a much better idea. She said, let's put together an organization where lawyers, volunteer lawyers, can partner with the City Councilor's office on problem properties litigations, both problem properties and nuisance behavior litigation. And would you be willing to be involved in that process? And I said I would. And there we have it, Lawyers for City Neighborhoods. So the protocol that's been established is when a particular property's been identified that needs some extra attention, a letter goes out to the property owner from the volunteer lawyer. And it will say, I'm a representative of the BAMSL's Lawyers for City Neighborhoods. We're working with the City Councilor's office on this particular piece of property. And we are investigating what needs to be done to get some resolution of this, including civil litigation. Matt Moak, Assistant City Councilor in charge of the Problem Properties Division, has done a series of seminars, CLEs, here at BAMSL that trains lawyers who want to volunteer on problem properties litigation. And he has, as part of that seminar, he has a series of photographs, before and after photographs, that show the problem property before and then show the problem property after it has gone through resolution. And it's tremendous. This country is all about community and people living together in diverse neighborhoods and working together to find solutions. So, and actually the solution was identified more than 25 years ago. There were two guys, Wilson and Keeling, wrote a series of essays in the Atlantic Monthly some 25 years ago, and they proposed a theory of urban blight that's become known as the broken windows theory. And the thesis there is this: if a building has a broken window that goes unrepaired, soon all the windows will be broken. And then the next thing happens is vagrants move into the building. And then the neighbors put their homes up for sale because they're concerned about the decline of property values, and the whole neighborhood goes down the tubes. The solution is you repair that window immediately. And that's what the Problem Properties Division of the City Councilor's Office is all about. Well, as I say, my involvement came about as a result of seeing my own neighborhood with some of the rough edges and the issues that needed to be dealt with, and being greatly encouraged by principally the young folks that are living in these, moving into these neighborhoods, who have a lot of enthusiasm and idealism for what these neighborhoods can be, and recognizing that lawyers have a resource that neighborhoods need. The solution to city neighborhoods is not going to come from the federal government, it's not going to come from the state government. The city government provides certain resources also, but they're overwhelmed. And private lawyers coming in and getting involved can make a real difference for our city. I'm delighted that Patty Hageman, when I made that telephone call for a very simple request, came up with a really great idea, a much more comprehensive idea than I ever had in mind. And I've just been delighted to be a part of that.